for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh.
It's Virgo season, and I want to scream so much.
Yeah, so do I.
A kid is upset with me right now because as
I'm not upset.
Getting ready to turn the microphone on, he was getting ready to put either a piece of blowgum in his mouth.
It was a piece of blowgum. It was
Some
whatever
people
the
call
fuck
that bubble
yum.
gum.
Bubble yum with the punk duck.
Because to think that we're getting ready to record a podcast and he wants to have the...
Oh, yeah. Have that ASMR effect go in the background. ASMR.
God. Virgos and Aries. The eternal conflict.
Oh, get on. Just this constant push pull. It's like, damn it.
It is. And he gives me this look like, damn your logic and reason.
No, it's like, really? That's what it is. It's like, girl.
To sit there and go, that really is not going to work the way that you think that's going to work. And then he does it anyhow.
Yeah, it's like, let me live.
It doesn't work the way he thinks it's going to work, whatever the it may be.
Let me experiment.
Oh.
Let me fuck around and find out.
Touch those hot stoves, baby. You go right on and touch those hot stoves.
When have I ever?
Oh, my God. Don't run up and down those stairs in those boots. Stop running up and down the stairs in the boots.
Wait, no! That's a whole... Wait, hold up. Back the fuck up. That's a whole different situation right there than touching a hot stove.
No, it's the same thing. To say, stop doing that, that is going to hurt you. You're
and I was how old?
Doing that.
And I was how old?
Well, that time, you were in elementary school.
Right.
You were in elementary school.
Right.
But there's similar things throughout life. Some people, it's a matter of recognizing patterns. If you're over there on X, I did post a video because I'm not going to do anything that's mind-breaking today because I think everybody needs a little bit of a break from the breaking.
We need smooth brain gang right now. Smooth brain gang.
Yeah. Because the energy has been remarkably intense. And it's going to get worse as far as some of the astrologers that I have heard. And there is a channel by a gentleman named Andrew Gold. And he calls it Heretics, which would be right up my alley. And so I did post the link to that on X. It is last an hour and 6 minutes and 17 seconds for those of you who want to be that Virgoan. It's time well spent. Because the young woman that he interviews has a lot to say. Right. And not only is it a matter, it's not talking about certain situations or different social norms, which are not normal.
Yeah, I've not seen the video just yet.
She's talking about this from life experience, which has more weight than theory.
Yeah.
She's very articulate. Just very easy to listen to. So you can go on over to X and find the link to that. You may have to scroll down because I'm quite active over there, and I don't even realize that I'm as active as... Because I repost stuff.
You do.
I repost.
It just sucks you in.
Because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. If you really like something, you repost it so other people can like it also.
If I really like something, yeah, sometimes I'll repost it. Most of the time what people do is that they treat it like Tumblr, and so it's just a blog spot, and so they just repost something that's aesthetic.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Something that fits their theme.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, there's some wonderful art over there that I do that with. There's somebody that posts these beautiful Gothic images, especially he posts about bats quite often. I love those. I think anybody's, what is it? Is it a page, profile, whatever the hell they call it?
Just profile.
That it is a snapshot of that individual, or it can be used as that.
It can be. Unless said user is playing a character on there.
That could be. That is true. I never thought of that.
Because there are some like character accounts.
Wow.
Like that.
Like I said, just never thought about it. And it always is good to get a different perspective. And that is one of the things I think a lot of us have been struggling with lately, is some of these people, these self-proclaimed experts. Some of them do have the letters behind their name, and some of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so some people, it's just a matter of them being narcissists, because we have a plethora of narcissists in our society right now.
We do. It's kind of rampant.
If somebody says they've got the whole thing figured out, go the other way.
Yeah.
Because if they truly had life figured out, they could go ahead and ascend.
Pretty much. It's like, go on, do you. Leave us. If you're that intelligent and don't even want to share your intelligence, just go on somewhere else. Go on an island. Make your own society.
That, or to not allow people to have their own struggle or their own journey or their own process without having to sit there and go, "You're wrong."
Yeah.
I had that today, and it just sort of, it was like an electric current went through my body. And I thought, no.
That's what really set it off.
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, if I know for a fact I'm not doing something and someone tells me, "You're not doing that. You're not doing that right. You're not thinking that right."
Mm-hmm.
It's a visceral response.
Yes. I thought it was just me.
And so that's like, no joke. Why do you think, when certain things really get onto me and I reel about them, why do you think that is? It's because there is always a visceral physical response that it just lingers on after days. I don't know what the fuck is up with these gnats. I've cleaned and cleaned, and it's because we keep the doors open.
It is because we keep the doors open because of the cats. Because if we don't, then they're damaging the doors. But and honestly, if you want to sit there and eat your bubble gum, eat your bubble gum.
I'm just using that as a fidget toy at this point. Okay. If I can't eat it at the moment, at least I'm going to play with it, because I always play with my food.
Well, that's true. That is true. But it's interesting.
That's like the girl that woman older than me pitching a fit because she had to clean a milkshake machine and stay later. Like, yeah, no joke.
Part of the job description.
If you have a job, if they need you to stay over and clean, you stay over and clean.
Yeah.
You don't get to clock out right exact when, it's time to close up shop. There's after work to do. She told me I did little to next to nothing.
Right. And she didn't even know you. She didn't know.
Well, she was flaunting and flirting with every man that came up to the fucking window about.
Yeah, I know those.
And she's doing everything up front. I'm a milkshake boy. Other than clean and restock, there's not much for me to do.
Well, I don't think that she lasted long in that job either.
No, because she quit.
Yeah. That's okay, because one of the other employees that we adore would have. You think I have no tact? Oh no, this lady has no tact. And isn't she a Scorpio?
Which one?
God, I can't think of her name right now. Julie.
Yeah.
She would have reamed her a new one.
Oh, she was about to. First night. The first night, her and that new girl and Julie got into it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, we were trying to follow guidelines, so we didn't get the place shut down.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is,
she would not.
it was interesting because the first time that I met Julie, and this is one of the things about the empathic, psychic, whatever the hell it is that I do, that you can get a read on somebody, and it's like, hers was just automatically, it was like pain. Mm-hmm. This woman has been hurt.
Yeah.
And that's true of a lot of people today. And that's another reason I have to sort of limit me going out in public and stuff, because it affects me even when I try to not allow it to affect me. Because it's not like there's a switch that you can flip on and flip off.
Right.
It's just an essence of being.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, it's just, we're in some weird weather, territory, different things like that.
Very much.
But this is why we encourage everybody, be discerning. Be discerning.
Yes.
And with our situation, God, it's like I told Kid earlier. Can I share about the cat food?
Oh, God. Okay, sure.
I was going through the kitchen, and because he and I both have ADHD, our home is cluttered. It's cluttered. We try, but that is part of ADHD.
It is.
And so it was a matter of going through, making a cup of coffee, trying to get to the coffee, because it's always about the coffee. Always. And so we have these cheap plastic plates, dollar store or something like that you can put dried cat food on. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I mean, they're just basic plastic dishware that you usually eat on, but we use them for the cats.
It's for a cat.
Yeah.
It's for a cat. And so we keep the dry cat food there, and I had noticed earlier in the day that it was out of place, that it's usually pushed more under the counter to where it's not in the little walkway.
Yeah.
And so coming back through, it was a matter of stepping right in the middle of it. I had cat food flying everywhere. Me cussing everywhere. Just cussing in general.
Love it.
Kid asks, he's like, how did you do that? I said, well, it was out of its normal place. It was here, and I told him where it was, and he's like, that's not where it was last night. And it was just like, oh my God, don't go binary.
No, it's not last night. It's not.
Well, today, too. It was there where I stepped on it.
It's like, I wonder why the cats... It's like, that's not where it was when I left out this morning. It started with the damn burrito, I'm telling you. It started with that damn burrito.
He made the cutest TikTok thing, and I wish he would send it to where I could put it on our channel.
I need to
really
figure
do.
out
how. But it was just one of these, say the right words. It was not out of place by 3.5 centimeters. It was 3.6.
I think that's how you took it.
And it's just like,
I don't think that was not my intention. That is not what my thought process was. But
I get that. But
it's like,
being raised in a narcissistic household, having a husband that has DID, and it's just like, I have to be aware every single time that he calls and he tells me something. I don't know whether that's reality or not. Flat out. And then I've got Kid over here that can't remember shit.
I can remember. Wow.
And only when he's rebuking me about the placement of the cat food bowl, and I'm like,
I left out.
I'm going to be in a corner someplace drooling on myself very, very soon.
I was not rebuking you. That was your perception.
Oh, you were questioning my account.
No, I'm saying I was telling my part. It's like, that's not where it was when I left out this morning. I wonder why the cats push the thing out or like pull, like, because they do that. One lays on his side and will like paw at the dish.
He does that.
And pull the food off, which also shifts the whole bowl.
Mm-hmm. And it very well could have been him. But you had to realize, I have been trained as an observer. Not only did I do this, just that's how I am, but I have been trained as an observer. And when I had to, either as the corrections officer or a mental health counselor, any of that, had to make notes. If there was any kind of an incident or something like that, I had to make notes. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. There was no editorial allowed. None. Because that is just how you write things within those professions. They don't care what you thought. What did you observe? What was the evidence to substantiate your observations? That's just like on one of the things, it's like, okay, so-and-so was in a good mood today, as evidenced by her saying she was in a good mood, as evidenced by her hair was combed, her teeth was brushed, she was appropriately dressed.
Mama.
Now, this is how that goes.
Mama.
And I had to do this shit for years. I did it for years.
You're
What?
home. You're home. You don't have to be, and you're safe right now. You don't have to do that.
But I do, because you will argue with me.
Mama.
You will argue with me. And it's okay, because we make it work.
If that shit, just ignore it. Just ignore
Oh,
it.
God. This is why I'm still in therapy. And I love my therapist. I do. I was telling her today, there is no one else that could have been as effective with me as her.
Yeah.
Because she has been on this journey with me for about 10 years. And that her area of concentration, one of them, was dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
And that she had a friend that she went to high school with that knew me when I was down with the New Age group.
Which is pretty cool.
Which verified anything that because it's a dangerous thing to go into a mental health professional and say, yes, I was a paid psychic.
Yeah.
Because they will put you places. Or at least that fear is still there that they will put you someplace.
Yeah, they won't do that anymore. Unless, like, you're having full-on grand delusions and a threat to yourself and or others.
Well, and it goes in as far as questioning reality. What I've always wondered if some of these people that they are labeling mentally ill, are they seeing things that others just can't?
Oh, I full-on am convinced that's the case.
Because
full-on. I don't think schizophrenics, like... Sure, they can have full-on delusions, hallucinations, but what if some of the stuff that they're seeing is actually what's in the spirit realm?
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it could be tormenting spirits.
Yeah.
And
but not all of the delusions and hallucinations are bad.
Within, when they decided to kick any kind of spirituality and or religion out of the sciences, this is what you've got. You've got this atheistic worldview that if they can't hear it, see it, put it in a test tube, poke it with a needle or something, it doesn't exist.
Right.
And that is such a narrow worldview.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's erroneous on multiple levels.
It's like when you're going to through spiritual shit, the therapist will full on look at you like you're going like you're crazy, like you're just talking out your ass and all that, and it's like, no, this shit's actually happening.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's also within that narrow view why they're making some ginormous mistakes.
Yeah.
Because if you don't acknowledge that there is a higher power that you are accountable to, then you're free to do some horrific stuff. Mm-hmm. Because who's going to hold you accountable? There is no one to hold. And this is going to be to their destruction.
Because we are all accountable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That is the reality. So, we got all that going on. Today was Stefan Burns' birthday.
It was.
And it is,
Happy birthday, Stefan.
And this is on September the 5th of 2024. And he had a little, and he on his little website, he's got tea sales. He got tea. He has earthing shoes. I would love to have had the earthing shoes. They kind of pricey, but they are what they are.
How much are they?
It's like $144.
Oh, that's a pair of
the earthing
TUK shoes right there. So yeah. That's worth the price.
I did order some more of the mugwort and blue lotus tea while he had it, stocking up. Mm-hmm. But he is such a quality human being, and he was talking about, and because he is Virgo, that attention to detail, but also that it is a matter of this is the comment that I got yeeted over, or my comment got yeeted, as far as unethical practices within some of the scientific community. And this is not speculation.
It's no.
NOAA and NASA both have admitted things. Now, they haven't admitted everything.
And probably never will until it's like dragged out of them.
So, God love him, he went on a bit of a rant today, because 'tis the season. 'Tis the season. But I should have, if I had known, I would have mailed him a certificate for potatoes, that he could have gone to his local farmer's market and gotten him some organic potatoes. I would have loved to have been able to have done that.
I posted a video about if someone did not tell me how to buy that damn Barbie flip phone, I would rip their nuts off.
That is cognitive dissonance in one sentence. It truly, truly is. Anyhow, the actual story for today.
I just thought it's just the irony, just the polar opposites.
Is from Daily Mail, and it's a sad story. Is we bring in sadness. And this is by Elly Blake, I think it is, and was September the 5th of 2024. And the world's biggest goldfish has passed.
R.I.P. Big Goldie.
This fish, and that's the picture that you're seeing here, they named her the Carrot.
Yeah. She's a big-ass fish in this gorgeous orange color.
67 pounds. That's 30 kilograms or whatever for y'all that do that stuff.
Big ass.
67 pounds.
It's a big-ass fish, but they're a carp.
Yeah. And they think that she was around 20 years old.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
There was no disease or anything like that.
It's just old age.
She died of old age. What more could a ginormous goldfish ask out of life?
That fish was living its best life.
Yeah.
It was just vibing.
Yeah. But it was just something simple, and they've got other pictures, and it's one of those that she was loved. She was loved. And that nobody did something stupid. Mm-hmm. Like going, because people do stupid.
Yeah, try to poach her or something like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, you can't poach a carp.
Well, you can, but it's like there's plenty of them that needs to be if they could figure out a way to harvest the damn things. But how neat is that? So it's sad, but it's not. Mm-hmm. It has a happy ending. A 67-pound goldfish
is now swimming in heaven.
Absolutely.
May
we
cool.
all be so lucky to have such an end as that.
And I don't know, by the way, that humanity's going on TikTok right now,
Yeah. And it's like we were laughing. It's like, they can't give her a burial at sea because I think that carp are freshwater.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't say how that they had disposed of the remains and stuff like that. Would it be horrible if they did taxidermy?
How would you even do that? How do you taxidermy a fish?
I don't. People do it all the time. I don't know.
But
I don't know. I don't know any of this
those
stuff.
scales
It's
are
out
fragile.
of my realm. I think like I said, this is totally out of my realm. But I don't know that it would be a horrible thing. Maybe they'll do some kind of little memorial for her.
Make a little statue, little grave with the statue on top.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Be like R.I.P.
But somehow it doesn't feel right to bury a fish on land.
No, might as well just toss it back in there, let the cycle go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let them eat it.
Yeah, like the little fish. All fish are cannibals.
Cannibal!
They are.
You can't.
They really
You ate
are.
him. You cannibalistic son of a bitch.
So,
Damn nature. You scary.
this will come out on a Friday, and it's like, I make plans for the weekend. We're supposed to have cool weather this weekend, with nighttime temperatures down in the 40s, so
I
it's
can
going to feel
already
very
feel it.
autumnish.
I can already feel it.
Yeah.
I told you the basement was getting cold.
Well, and it's like he's making plans as far as he's fire. Because we got
Fire,
the wood
fire!
stove down there to make. That is one of the reasons he's cleaning and doing different things like that. And I'm grateful. Oh God, I am grateful. That makes the Virgo bits very happy.
I'm just trying to stay out of the way because it's Virgo season. I don't want to hear it.
So that's what it is. It's avoidance.
It's
That's
avoidance.
wise. That's wise. It really, really
Yeah,
is.
and you were getting on to me about the avoidance earlier, huh?
No, it's just it's totally different. I mean, yours is
Yours
totally
is dissociation. It's avoidance.
different. Oh, God. Maybe
Pisces
it
are
is.
great at doing the avoidance game.
Yeah, they really are. But
You say something
make
uncouth,
plans.
you won't see us for months.
Make plans as far as to do something fun over the weekend, something that will be soothing and healing. And my God,
Yeah,
there
make you
are
a little figure out of bubble gum.
we have such a wonderful community, and I thank each and every one of you. And that's just like it. We are. I'll go ahead and do the spiel on that. We're on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble. Now, the one wonderful thing about YouTube is that I can go ahead and upload the video and everything the night before, which is what I usually do.
Scheduling it.
Yeah, and schedule it that it's supposed to be visible publicly at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I guess we still on daylight savings, so that.
Yeah.
But now on BitChute and Rumble, I have to manually do that. So days like today, when everything was late. Everything was late because it's like I woke up and it's like then I went back to bed and then I was late all damn day.
I woke up at 5 something this morning with the insatiable urge to pee.
You're too young to start having prostate issues.
So I went to bed.
Oh,
I went back to bed after
I don't
used the
blame you.
bathroom.
I don't blame
And I
you.
didn't get up until 12.
Yeah, because the geomagnetic storms and just planetary alignments, everything, and just the energy of the collective.
It's hard to clean because this is such a, I will say, heavy
Yeah,
energy.
Yeah.
It's draggy. It ain't fun.
no,
It's
it
very
makes
hard to work in.
it sleepy.
Yeah.
Very, there was a level of fatigue that's greater than, yeah.
Very hard to work in.
So, and if I ever, there has been a couple of times over the years, but not that many that I asked up and didn't have it scheduled on YouTube the way it was supposed to. And I would have somebody, email me and it's like, hey, you all right? Now I have people text me going, hey, you all right?
Yeah, it's not
Where's
off.
a cup of coffee?
What about the editing on the sneezing?
I forgot to edit the sneeze out on today's, and it's like it's okay because it's just us. It's always just us. People are wanting authentic whatever. This is us. This is how we are 24/7.
Yeah.
And people are going, oh God, now we know why they ask us for prayers so often. Yeah. So that's what happened with as far as BitChute and Rumble being behind.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. But make
be all right.
plans to do some fun stuff over the weekend
Make you
and
some figures out
give
of
your
bubblegum.
brain a break. It needs that.
Yeah.
Go
Don't
in-
actually break it.
Go encourage other people. Go check on other people. Make sure they're maintaining, different things like that. And this is how you make change, is by going back to basic human love and caring for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go on the tear that I did on the origin of most suffering. We'll wait for another cup to do that. It's basic. It's just so simple. Most things are when you get down to them.
Origin of suffering.
So, know that this is us. This is it. If you've had experiences...
Sweet home Alabama.
If you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, tinfoil hats. Yeah, they're sitting there going, damn, they were right. Damn, they were right. I should have invested in a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can email us, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. I like it when people share their experiences in the comments because everybody is so unique. They have their own strengths and challenges and their own journey, and that we can, and those who take the time to share, that we can all benefit by reading what they've written.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of that. So those of you who do take the time to comment, thank you. Those of you who take the time to give the thumbs up, thank you. We know it ain't going to do anything because the algorithm, they just hates us.
Oh, it does something.
I don't know if it does anything.
It does something.
It's interactive.
We just got to get enough, and then it will boost us onto the For You page or whatever.
I don't know
the
that I would
thing.
want that. I don't know that I would want that responsibility. I don't know. It's a matter of God will do what he will do.
I mean, you just continue doing the same thing that you do.
Yeah, well, yeah. Do your spiel, if you would, sir.
You stole my spiel.
No, I
BitChute,
didn't.
Rumble, YouTube, Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. You did. You like where you were on?
I was explaining why that it was late over there on those other platforms today.
BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda COCWS. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good.
Know that you are loved.
Yes.
Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.